RLUSD wasn't going to change anything. It was all hype to make everybody think that RLUSD was going to change something, and it really wasn't. RLUSD is no different than the US dollar. It's a digital version of that. The US dollar doesn't have any value unless the government says that it does, or unless it's pegged to something. And we all know the direction that this stuff is going. In order for anything to have value, it has to be pegged to something of value. Whether it be gold, silver, platinum, palladium, oil, anything they tokenize that actually has value, then that will bring value onto the blockchain, and then you can peg the RLUSD to those things, right? Because those things brought onto the blockchain actually brought value. There's no value just by creating this stable coin. And Tether, so they look at Tether, but a lot of people don't understand that Tether is pegged to Bitcoin. That's why Tether has value, because it's pegged to Bitcoin. That's why they can print so much Tether, because it's pegged to Bitcoin. If it wasn't pegged to Bitcoin, they wouldn't really be able to do anything. For every one Bitcoin, you can create 100,000 Tether. For every one Bitcoin. That's why Tether could print and print, well, not print, but mint money. I mean, you could say print too, but, in the digital world is mint. You could mint so much Tether because of Bitcoin. But people, they don't understand this. That's why them hyping everything up and RLUSD is coming and we're gonna, the price of XRP is gonna go up. Price of XRP didn't do nothing today. It went up to 70 cents, I think, and then went back down. But they hype up people so much, making people think that, this stuff is gonna do, it ain't gonna do nothing. And let's also like, I seen someone talk about tokenization as well. The other thing that people don't pay attention to is that they have been tokenizing stuff for the last 24 years. Tokenization is not going to take another how much ever years people think. Tokenization is already here. Tokenization is already here. There is no need for them, there's no waiting for anything. It's no waiting. Tokenization is here and it could be done. This is why they tell people, this is why they are coming out and telling people this, right? We're ready to tokenize. We're ready to tokenize. Y'all ready to tokenize because y'all been ready to tokenize. That's why y'all telling people now. Y'all been ready to tokenize. This RLUSD stuff is just stuff to get people hyped. That's just like I was telling my boy yesterday. When he was like, oh man, you ready to be rich? I'm like, the price of the coin ain't going nowhere. I'm like, you think the price of the coin is going somewhere? I'm like, the price of the coin ain't going nowhere because of RLUSD. It has no value. It doesn't. The only value it has right now is the name. RLUSD. That's the only value that it has. Right? That could be the last piece to the puzzle because they already have a lot of things set up in place already. But that was necessary. Right. They have the other things that was necessary, like you said. And this could have been just the last piece to the puzzle. It could be, but I mean, and I know some people probably would also say, oh, you expected the price of the coin to go up. Yeah, the way how y'all were talking, yeah, I expected it to go up because y'all was talking like that, even though I knew it. And a lot of other people expected that because the way how y'all hyping it up and making it seem like RLUSD was the most important thing that could happen to the XRP ledger. This is not even hype news. It's not hype news. And then, I hear, I see one guy on YouTube, he like, oh, XRP is going to be $10 by the end of the year. Y'all hype about $10? Y'all hype about $10? What is $10? What is $10? Okay, great. So now you're going to be able to take one XRP and buy McDonald's. Like, I mean, come on. What is so hype about that? No, I'm not hype about $10. I wasn't even hype about the $2.50 it went up. And the people that see it only going to $10, $20 is the people that they don't understand the technology. They don't understand what the technology is. They don't understand what it does, which is why they could only see it going to $10, $20. They can't see it going to anything more than that because they keep comparing the coin supply to Bitcoin supply, and then they're comparing Bitcoin's market cap to XRP's market cap. You can't do that. This stuff has nothing to do with the charts. It has everything to do with technology and everything to do with value being brought over to the XRP blockchain, XLM blockchain, XDC blockchain, HBAR blockchain, Cardano blockchain, Algorand blockchain. The list goes on of the blockchains that they're going to be bringing value onto and doing different things. It's ridiculous. But people, I don't know, when they see these partnerships that some of these crypto companies have, it's like, you think that this is something regular? This is actually a bigger deal than you actually think it is. When you see these people partnering with certain companies, it's actually a way bigger deal than you actually really think it is. It's like Tesla merging with Lamborghini. That's the type of partnership you're looking at. Tesla's technology being brought into a Lamborghini. What that will give you. The fastest, dopest, most luxurious sports car that you probably could ever think of. Electric sports car at that. Right? That's what this level is. This is not small things. Just the thought of knowing that you bought something at, let's say, 40 cents, right? And it is going to go to $10,000. That is hard for people to believe. Right. How could they let me buy this for 40 cents and then it's going to go up to $10,000? Well, that's because it was only meant for people that get it. It wasn't meant for everybody. You got to call yourself one of the very, very, very lucky ones. Because if you watch your friends and family, I'm pretty sure most people that's in this, they probably only have maybe one or two other family members that are invested in cryptocurrency. They don't have much, if they even have that at all. Right? In some families, you're probably the only person that's investing in cryptocurrency. On that 60 Minutes interview with Brad Garlinghouse, when they said that, I think they said it was something, if I remember correctly, it was about 1.7 million people in the US that's invested. And that number is actually not accurate, because it's actually less than that. Right? Because most people have 2 to maybe 4 wallets. So you have to take that 1.7 million and divide it in 2. At least. At the least. And that's the number amount of people that's invested, which is a couple of 100,000 people. It's not, and that's approximately 850,000 people that's invested. 300 million people in the US, and only 850,000 people are invested, right? Not even 1% of people own crypto. Not even 1%.
Now that 800,000, how many do you think is actually gonna hold XRP to see it do these prices that's supposed to do? Like,
not even just XRP. You know, how much of them are gonna hold XLM, XDC, HBAR, Cardano to see the real prices?
right.
It's not gonna be much. It's not gonna be much. By the time you turn around, that 850,000 people that own XRP is gonna drop to about maybe 100,000 people that actually own crypto. Yeah. That's why it's only gonna be like the amount of people left holding is only gonna be about 100,000 people when this thing is all said and done. It's only gonna be about 100,000 people, which is nothing. It's nothing. You know, 100,000 people out of 850,000. That's nothing. You know, it's over 1%. You know, it's over 1% of it for sure, but it's really nothing.